Well, thank you very much for attending today's webinar. Some of the questions that were asked in our chat, we tried to answer during the presentation in the chat, but I did want to follow up with some of the questions that we have received, not just on today's webinar, but from clients also separate from the webinar regarding two different issues. One dealing with the paid vaccine leave that is now available under New York state law, and the potential tax credits that are available for some of these different types of leaves. So starting first with the vaccine leave, the question that we have received is, if an employee has gotten vaccinated before March 12th of this year, is that employee entitled essentially to a retroactive benefit? The answer to that question is no. Any employee who may have received the vaccine prior to March 12th, when this law took effect, is not going to be entitled to a retroactive payment for their the time that they had taken off to get vaccinated. This law took effect on March 12th. It is going to remain in effect through the end of 2022. And it's only during that period of time, if somebody takes time off from work to get the COVID vaccine, that they're going to be eligible for the paid leave under this particular statute. Of course, you can, if you're an employer or if your company chooses to, of course, you can voluntarily choose to provide more than what the statute requires, but at least here the statute is only requiring this paid leave be given to employees as of March 12th and continuing through, like I said, the end of December of 2022. The other question that has come up is with regard to the tax credits that might be available under the FFCRA for time taken, time off from work that an employee may have taken to get the vaccine. Is that employee, is that employer providing the paid leave to that employee? Is that employer going to be eligible for the tax credit? And the question that question really is going to, or the answer to that question really is going to depend on whether your company, you as an employer, have opted to continue providing FFCRA benefits. If you have chosen to voluntarily continue providing those benefits, and currently you've chosen to continue providing them from April 1st through September 30th of this year, you voluntarily continued providing the benefits, you're able to, and you're able to otherwise take the tax credit under the FFCRA, you would be able to get the tax credit for time off or wages paid to an employee taking time off to get vaccinated. However, if you have not chosen to continue the FFCRA, or the FFCRA is not applicable to you, for example, if you are a private company and you have more than 500 employees, and therefore the FFCRA does not apply to you, then the tax credits that are available in connection with the FFCRA are not going to be available to you, unfortunately. Of course, you still will need to comply with the paid COVID vaccine leave that is required under New York state law, but there is not going to be a tax credit that is available for you to essentially get that money back from your tax on the tax side of things. So with that, I just wanted to, like I said, I just wanted to answer a couple of those questions that we have seen come up, and thank you for attending today's webinar.